Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm not even going to talk about last year, and I'm in hibernation mode at the moment. I'm just sleeping all the time. It's really weird. I've been asking everybody. I've been sleeping like 13 hours in a day. It's nuts. So this is my mission now, to get back on top with work. After last year, that's going in bin bags, so I'm not even talking about it. So now this is New Year. This is New Year. As long as I can stay awake long enough. I hope I can stay awake in this video as well. So I'm doing the Aquarius new moon ones, and then I'll be back to, the monthly, the low. I'm going to be banging them all out. I'm motivated and determined. So Aquarius new moon today. Are we all feeling a bit rebellious? Watch worldwide events. People are getting sick of it anyway, but whilst we're in this energy, there's going to be more kind of rebellious movements and that divine feminine energy and that divine masculine energy starting to rise as well. So you may see a lot of like kind of masculines at the moment, not masculines, I'll say men. At the moment, they seem to be really struggling with their purposes and, what they're doing, trying to find themselves, because they're going into their emotions, but they've been kind of diluted for years. A man should be this, a man should be that, and now they're struggling with their emotions. Whereas the feminines seem to be more, I'm not going to say masculine, but I feel like the feminines have had to rise at the moment while the masculines sort their stuff out, and then the masculines will rise and they'll reach the feminine, and within ourselves as well, we've all got feminine energy and masculine energy, and I know my masculine side has definitely been struggling, but then my feminine side is kind of overtaking that now, which is good. I am really trying to kind of like love the feminine part of me. I'm trying to like kind of embrace being more feminine. It's going to be hard for me anyway. I've never even shown my legs or all like that, but that's not the feminine energy. But the feminine energy is, like trust and love, and I find that really hard, especially trust. I find it really, really hard. I trust myself. I don't trust many other people. But, what resonates with you? It's that rebellious energy in the air at the moment. So, best time to declutter your eyes, because you'll be picking stuff up. It's got a nice memory, but does it serve? No, gone. We're not like under that kind of watery energy where we're feeling about the emotions. We're in full-blown air. So it's like you can declutter, get on top of bills, paperwork. You'll feel more like ring up and ask for money off things. If you're on like Sky, Virgin, whatever, and you're paying too much, you'll have that energy in order to like kind of ring up and say, well, what's best deal down? It's the best time to do things like that. So I am going to start off with Aquarius, because we're on your new moon. So I'm using my empowerment deck. I'll be clarifying and I'll be running through the signs. So this is going to be one of them videos where I'll timestamp. I don't know why I keep doing that. Probably because I'm going through the zodiac, or it's a new dance. So Aquarius, we're starting off with Healing Hands. So the Healing Hands card is, you may be drawn to go towards healing practices, tarot readers, Reiki practitioners. You may be healing, body-wise, colds, coughs, that type of thing. You're going through a healing. So there could be some kind of like purge energy going around with you at the moment. Yeah, because what's crossing is conflict. So Aquarius, we are under your new moon. Try not to get into conflicts. The challenge is conflict. Try not to get into conflicts. Concentrate on your own healing. There's speaking the truth and there's speaking your mind and things like that, but there's a difference between conflict and doing that, So to me, the challenge is to try and not get into conflict. Learn how to walk away or keep your mouth shut when you need to. Yeah, because you're freeing yourself. Why is it coming around? Freedom. So this energy is allowing you to free yourself, maybe from past conflicts where you felt conflicted in the past, whether it be in yourself or with people around you. Sorry, I just think this is so cute. I've got to show it on my camera if I can. Look at them two. I just looked at Sad and me and they both cuddled up together in a sleep on chair. So cute. Proper fur babies. I don't know how anyone could live life without a fur baby. So in the recent past, we've got the heart chakra. So the heart was the main energy with you, doing things from your heart. So you may be being triggered at the moment. There is a lot of like healing of the heart as well. So it could definitely be, you know, mental conflict with people that you love or you loved, you know, that type of thing. Putting your own energy into your heart and finding things that you love. At present, we've got fertility, which is my Empress card. So these are my deck. I don't know if anyone's watching and you don't know that. The empowerment deck is the one I designed. So the Empress, it's the manifestation. It is a strong sign of fertility. So take that as you will. But the Empress card is about, she's got a brand new playing field there. You know, she sows the seeds in order to reap what she's sown. This is the perfect time now for you to sow your seeds into whatever it is that you're wanting to like manifest into your life. You know, she's creating her own world, her own life, you know. So new ideas, you know, especially for like this year, 2023. And then going forward, you've got that recognition. So the things that you are trying to manifest now, I 100% believe that you can. You've just got to believe in yourself and not get dragged into these past conflicts that hold you back. You've got recognition of yourself though as well. You know, I said to someone yesterday, actually, it was a friend on the phone and she's an Aquarius. I said to her yesterday, do you really want, you constantly like justifying yourself. Do you really want to get to your deathbed and think, wow, I spent so much of my life justifying myself to people that right now do not even matter, that it's insignificant? Do not justify yourself to anybody. The only person you ever need to justify yourself to is you. Oh, way too many. Power. Aquarius has power in this situation. Drained. Your power is to relieve yourself away from these people that you feel like you need to justify yourself against. Learn the word no. Don't allow people to drain you. Maybe you've got a people pleaser energy. You know, maybe you're a strong empath and you want to fix everyone else's problems. But a lot of the time we do that because we're trying to ignore our own issues and our own problems. So your power now is to come away from anything that's draining you and standing in your ground, which is the Aquarius new moon energy. You know, it's that rebellious, like, I'm doing it for me type energy. And the outside influence to that is call of the wild. Be free, untame yourself. You know, there may be like vivid dreams right now. Keep a dream journal. Being called towards animals and nature, you know, but it is protection as well. Working on yourself, having time out for yourself, meditation practices, journaling practices, self-love like rituals and routines. Let's have a look. In your hopes and your fears. The moon. Lunar 13. The moon. Releasing things that no longer serve you. This is what all your reading seems to be about. And it makes sense. We're on the Aquarius new moon. Releasing things that no longer serve you so you can get what you want. Your outcome is Elijah, which is one of my guides. Elijah gives me information that, it gives me a lot of words that I even have to Google. So luckily I've got that microphone on Google, so I'll say words because I don't know how to spell them and it'll say what it is. So you're definitely being guided. You're being guided by your higher self, your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, you're being guided, especially in the form of words. So it's how you communicate with people. And again, that's where I'm getting that conflict thing. So I feel like you're being taught how to use your words to carry yourself rather than like your energy or raising your voice, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, just as I said that, the throat chakra. You're being guided to use your words in order to be able to say no, basically, and get to where you want to get to. So this new moon is giving you the power to do that, put yourself first. So I like that, Aquarius. So now I am going to Capricorn. I'm working around my wheel. Let me just wet the whistle. My granddad used to say that. Wet my whistle. Capricorn. Aquarius new moon. Oh, you're healing. Right. Straight away, we've got heartbreak and we've got the third eye chakra. You may be feeling down at the moment. You may not even think, you may be thinking like, why am I feeling this down at the moment? Why am I thinking about people from the past at the moment? You know, it's because your third eye is starting to open, and the third eye kind of gives you that power to see the bigger picture of things. So it's like looking back. So you may be feeling drained, tired, crying over nothing, you know. When I'm in that energy, I can cry over an advert if there's a puppy on it. You know, it gets silly. I'm very much, I don't even watch films with animals in. I can watch, it's really strange, I can watch serial killer films and stuff like that. And if someone hurts an animal, that's it. I cannot watch anything like that. It's mad. But, again, I've gone off course again. So, yeah, your third eye chakra is taking you back 2 times as well. So subconsciously, maybe bringing things up to the surface so that you can release it and see exactly where, what, when, you know, so you can build the picture yourself. Because the challenge is for you to actually do it. It's to use them experiences. So you've got the trump card, my congratulations card. You've been given your energy wings now. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others, your experiences or your qualifications. So you're looking back over past experiences, so you can kind of, you're writing the story of your life within your own mind. You know, things are coming up, so then you can use those experiences. You know, it's life experience. Why is this coming around now for my Capricorns? Guidance. So it could even be within love, you know, past heartbreaks, love, meeting new people, that type of thing. You've got to deal with the past in order to be able to move forward. She's got the spiritual lantern in her hand now. You know, there's grass starting to grow. She's being led through the forest. There's a person there in the light. And I feel like you're being guided to somebody. But there's a journey between you and that person. So it's not overnight, you know. It might be a love situation. It could be a person that you meet, a good friend, a soulmate friend, you know, that type of thing. But she's got the spiritual lantern. So, yeah, it's dark. But every step forward now, it's going to be illuminated. So there's more answers. There's more light coming into the things that you need answering. In the recent past, same as Aquarius, you've got the heart as well. So heart is the centre of the matter, you know. So it is all about the heart. And I feel like yours is to do with connections at the moment, Capricorn. So it could be to do with, like, even childhood. It could be generational. I did mention my granddad when I picked up my brew. So it could be, like, family, generational. It could be love, you know, families coming back together. It's all about connection. But at the present, it's about connecting to yourself. So she's meditating and connecting to her higher self. Who do we want to be? You know, I actually drew this card when I imagined my higher self, you know, being proud of my body and being not scared to stand out and say what I wanted to say. And, you know, so it's about getting that connection with yourself, because that's the journey between the connection with you and another person, or you and a person that can help change your life going forward. I feel like it's about connection to yourself. So you're learning all about yourself now from your past, how you've dealt with things, how certain things have made you feel, and, you know, because going forward, you've got the crown chakra. So you'll be able to, I don't know why I just went really dark then. It's about downloading that information, unblocking the crown chakra so you can trust it to lead you forward. Your power in this situation, Capricorn. Oh. Why do they keep coming out in threes when I ask for a power? Too many. Same with Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart. Your power is healing hands. It's to heal. You know, so you may be drawn towards healers, tarot readers, mediumship, working on your own, Reiki practitioners, you know, that type of thing. But your power is to heal, and it's to rest, because when you rest, that's when you get the healing hands. Some of my Capricorns aren't sleeping enough, so I've got the opposite problem. I'm sleeping too much. Some of my Capricorns, they're not sleeping enough, or when they do sleep, it's not going deep enough, if you get what I mean. So I feel like sleep routine needs to be sorted. I need to sort mine out, to be honest. It's ridiculous. As soon as I sit down, I'm gone. I'm like my cat and dog. The outside influence to your reading, Capricorn, is soul sisters. You do have the people around you to help you move forward. You know, you've got good friends around you now. You've got good soul sisters around you now. Maybe you need to embrace that a little bit more if you've kind of come away from certain people. You know, a lot of us do. We isolate when, I know I do. I'm a bugger for it. I totally isolate and cut everybody off when I'm going through healing. Sometimes we need that outside influence just to go through things. So you find that one person who never gets bored or tired of listening, because we've got to get it out. You've got to speak it out. We've got to release it in some way. In your hopes and fears position. Ooh. Choices in direction and throat chakra. So the throat chakra is about speaking your truth, but it's also about listening. And I do feel like you need someone maybe to listen. You know, some of my Capricorns have even taken up like a kind of prayer, speaking it out, or in your mind while you sat there, just kind of speaking it out. And you're wanting choices in direction. So you may be feeling like you're at a standstill, like where am I even going at the moment? Which path am I supposed to be going down? The good thing is there is paths for you to go down. It's not a dead end. So you need to see that as a positive. At the moment, you're going through healing and it's okay. Because your outcome is recognition. The light shining down on you and you recognising your own worth in your own cycles. You know, the world is your oyster. You can make your own path. You know, you've got the power to do that. So if you're feeling stuck or isolated at the moment and you're like crying over the past and that type of thing, that's because you're going through a healing and it's okay. It's okay to press pause on life just for a little bit while you sort your own things out. And that maybe with this Aquarius energy, this rebellious energy, if you're always running around helping people, it's okay to press pause and help yourself. That's totally fine. So I like that reading, Capricorn. So now I am going to Sagittarius. Oh my God, my left ear's just gone like I've gone underwater. Feels like when you get out of the shower and you've got water in your ear. Someone may not be listening. Right, let's start again. Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the Aquarius new moon. Call of the wild. Wild child. So, call of the wild. You may be again drawn to animals, shamanic practices, meditation. There could be a lot of vivid dreams coming in. They may have already started. Call of the wild is, you know, you may be feeling like you want to untame yourself a little bit. Some of my Capricorns, sorry. Some of my Sagittariuses need to be careful what they're eating. I just got a pressure there, but it's not mine. Like indigestion or something like that around the heart chakra. But it could also, there could be like, you know, a healing heart, past heart. I just got a really big push on my chest. So what's crossing? Some of my Sagittariuses, it could be around an anniversary right now for a pet as well. Or a birthday of a pet. The challenge is Lilith, Saggies. Lilith being a challenge, that is Lilith holds the power to go up against abusers, to go up against, like, she is the pure divine feminine energy, you know. This could flip two ways here. You know, everyone knows how much I love and adore Lilith. She's on my chest. I carry her every day. She takes no shit. This could go two ways. I can see this being two ways. So take it as, do you know what I mean? Don't shoot the messenger, because I say it as I see it and I'll do it for every sign. If you think you're above everyone, be careful, because Lilith is the one that will knock you back down. She will knock you back down. That would only be for a small percentage of people. You know, just think about how you're behaving or how you're treating other people. But more so, I feel the call of the wild and the Lilith energy is about you kind of being free to do what you want. She carries the serpent. Serpent sheds in healing and transformation. So you could have been feeling restricted. So the challenge now is to kind of shed that skin and be the whole new you. So maybe you're looking at ways that you've dealt with people, or you're looking at your own actions and things like that. But it's also a freedom from other people who have been abusive. You know, so like I say, take it as it resonates. Don't shoot the messenger. Why is it coming around now? We've got love. Yes, there's a couple on this card, but it's also about love of self as well. So you love yourself enough to do this transformation. Some massages could be struggling coming away from a situation where they thought love was involved, and it could have ended up being trauma bonds with Lilith being there. She gives you that power to leave those situations and say, hell no, I'm not being part of this anymore. It doesn't serve me. So love is definitely the heart of the matter. In the recent past, a need for balance. So yeah, everything were all up and down. You know, clinging on to things for too long that were no longer serving you. I could have been dealing with a Libra with the scales. Or we could be going to the Libra energy, you know, the month, whatever, September, October. So I do feel like you've already started like kind of letting go of things, but there is still an energy of kind of holding on to things that no longer serve you. And I think Lilith's there is in to say like, this no longer serves you, just let go. Because at present we've got the throat chakra. Be careful how we speak, because we speak things into existence. You know, there's a reason we spell words. Words cast spells. And especially be careful how you speak to yourself as well. So some massages need to be careful how they speak to themselves. You know, if you're constantly putting yourself down and you're on a low vibration, then, you know, the universe is a magnet. We bring in what we are, what we speak. Also a need to speak your truth to people, but like in a way of like therapy, counselling, a good friend, you know, that type of thing, rather than venting it to the world. I feel like you're kind of ready to speak about things. There could be an issue with speaking with somebody, you know, like maybe someone's gone cold on you, or you know, that type, or you're feeling like you're doing that to them. Because going forward, we do have the twin flame card. I don't like calling it the twin flame card. My new deck won't be called the twin flames. But it could be going towards like a substantial relationship, you know, where your lives have been like constant drama. But as you come together, we've got the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy there with the yin yang. We've got the 11-11 by manifesting things into existence. We've also got the 8, which is the karmic. So in the past, I feel like you're releasing the karmic to get the soul contract. So I'm taking the twin flame energy out of it. I don't like the twin flame energy at all anymore. I think that can lead to abusive relationships and things, because people who get trauma bonded start to think it's an addiction, it's an obsession. So I think you've got to be really careful when you talk about twin flames. I try and steer away from that now. But again, I do feel like it is about getting that balance within partners, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So if you're sabotaging yourself and you wonder, like, why am I on my own? Take a look. Are you too much in your masculine? Are you too much in your feminine? You know, it's that type of energy. So your power, dark night of the soul. So you may have days, you may be going through this right now, the dark night of the soul, not seeing your way out, depression, wearing a mask, you know, that type of thing. But the good thing is, being a power, the dark night of the soul is the power, because you've got to hit rock bottom in order to go up. You know, it's part of the spiritual awakening. It's a spiritual period of depression. It's a spiritual period of desolation, where you're looking back at all your life, you know, what you've done. Maybe that's why I'm picking up, you know, maybe you regret certain things that you said. And I don't believe in regrets. It's life experience. There's no point in regretting anything, you know, unless it's something really, really bad. But then you do what you can to put things right. Outside influence. What's influencing Sagittarius reading? Mother Nature. So the outside influence, it could even be, what's it called? Is it SAD? When SAD, seasonal, whatever it is. So if you live in a cold climate like us, freezing, maybe at this time you do feel like that you want to hibernate, and you know, you're not really kind of going out there. Maybe you're waiting for like March, you know, when the first seeds are starting to, you know, kind of come to the surface and things like that. So maybe your body clock is like kind of on that as well. Mother Nature is about treating yourself like the goddess, the god that you truly are, but it's going back to basics, and it's using natural things, being more natural. So if you've been in your materialistic kind of energy, it's about trying to find balance with the natural. In your hopes and your fears, guidance. So some of my Saggies are feeling kind of alone, but you may be wearing a mask. I'm not lonely. You know, it's that type of thing. But your hope is that you do find that person, or you do find, if you're in a relationship, it's like you do find where you stand within those relationships. Because look, your power is to pick up that lantern. And in your hopes, it's like, yeah, do it. She's grabbed the lantern and it's dark, but she's got the lantern now, so she don't have to be worried. There's someone there in that light. So I do feel like you're being guided forward towards somebody. Because this seems all about like love and the heart. And your outcome is healing hands. You know, getting that restful sleep, finishing the healing journey. It's all natural. Like, kind of being vulnerable. I feel like that's the main energy of your reading. Being vulnerable. I feel like you find it hard to be vulnerable or actually speak from your heart, Sagittarius, because if I tell them how I feel, I'm vulnerable, you know, because people know. So I've got to be shown and seen as this, you know, this strong character. And I feel like that's what you're kind of fighting with at the moment. Use this Aquarius energy. But, oh, my babies are proper cute. They're cuddling up together. So, Scorpio. Again, wet my whistle. Scorpio. Everyone's getting this. Healing hands. Scorpio, you're going through a healing. But I feel like you know it as well. I feel like you kind of feel liberated within this healing at the moment. So, getting better sleep. But when you're awake, feeling more determined, to heal and do your energy, you know, work with moon energies and, you know, things like that. Healing yourself. Because what's your challenge? So we've got the abandoned lonely card. It's about releasing people and being guarded. Releasing anyone or anything, any drainage, that type of thing. But this could be aspects of yourself as well, because the hand of the divine is saying, you know, grab my hand and I'm going to take you towards the places and the people that will bring more light into your life. So I feel like you're going to be drawn towards healing people. So that could be, with my words, that could be you healing people, or those people who can offer you some type of healing. It's nice energy. There could have been a break with somebody. That type of thing with the abandoned and lonely card. I think your challenge is to not go back into abandonment. That can be in any way. That could be in love. It can be in family. It can even be in work. While it's coming around, your sacral chakra. So Scorpio, it's like I've been doing a sacral chakra cleanse for 2.5 years now. 2.5 years. Not been with anybody. I have been like focusing my energy, keeping my sexual energy and things like that to myself. And I feel like you're going through that same type of energy with your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is your womb or your sexual organs. We can carry past energy there. We can carry other people's traumas there. So I feel like your body is trying to kind of flush the sacral chakra. We carry our child's traumas there, our childhood traumas there. Generational, mum, dad, grandparents. So you could be the one in your family that heals your line. Your bloodline. So in the recent past, we've got fertility. Some of my Scorpios could actually be pregnant right now or trying for babies as well, with the sacral chakra and the fertility card coming out. If that's not the case, it's like your mind and your body and your soul is fertile at the moment, you know, and you've already started this work. You've already started to sow them seeds. You've got the grand ideas, and, you know, and you're kind of seeing forward what you want to reap. Again, she's got that space to build on whatever she wants to build on. So it's the Empress energy there. Yeah. At present, we've got Mother Nature. So again, you're feeling very grounded and secure, Scorpio. I like this energy. Again, your challenge is to not go back into like abandonment and feeling lonely, because it's like you're at one with yourself at the moment. So this is my favourite reading so far. Working on feeling grounded and safe and secure, and treating your body really well, and working with Mother Nature. And, you know, you may be finding yourself going out in the cold, not bothering you. Maybe it did bother you before, but you kind of linking with Mother Nature, you know, working with plants, trees, whatever. It's outside. So I feel like Scorpio is being drawn to the outside at the moment. Going forward, you're being asked to take a leap of faith. So there's a cycle where you could be going back into a karmic cycle, because we've got the karma card there. But the universe is asking you to take a leap of faith. It's to push the new doors open. The universe is actually pulling you towards that. So take that as a kind of sign. If something comes back from the past, is it karmic? Is it going to serve me? How is it going to serve my future? Because you've done so much work on kind of bringing it, you know, your manifestations into fruition. Your challenge is to not get pulled back. Your power is heartbreak. Your power is to allow yourself to break. So Scorpios are very well known for being like truthful and, you know, say what they think. And a lot of Scorpios I know though aren't actually like the definition of a Scorpio. You know, they are within like business and stuff like that, but their emotions, no. So again, I feel like it's healing from the past. Your power is the fact that you have had heartbreaks, you know, and it's made you stronger. It's a power. You've allowed yourself to break. And I always see it like, you know, you think of like a white orb vase or whatever and smash it, glue it all back together. You're going to put a candle in there and you're still going to see where you've glued it. It's the light can shine in more the breakage, if you get what I mean. That's what I'm getting with this reading. The outside influence is the 4 elements. See, I keep getting weather with you. I feel like you're working with the elements. You're working with, you know, fire, water, earth, air. It seems to be very much with the elements. And at the moment, it's raining, then it's sunny. You know, it's snowing, then it's sunny. It can't make its mind up. But I do feel like you're working with the animal. I want to say elephants. Nature. I feel like you are working with the elements and I feel like you're thriving in it. So even on a rainy day, you're still finding something to thrive with. I like it. It's nice, strong reading. In your hopes and fears, we've got the ruins. And again, look, bricks and mortar. And I feel like you're realising what's important in life. Because the bricks and mortar, when we try and fight for things that don't serve us, you know, like the karmic type energies, it crumbles, we drain. But you've got a natural start there, starting to sprout. Again, I said this in Sagittarius reading, so March could be significant for yourselves as well. You know, like the spring solstice, that type of energy. I feel like you're realising nature holds something for you. Your outcome is throat chakra. So the throat chakra is about speaking your truth. It deals with listening, speaking, you know, that type of thing. Speaking your truth, conversations. I feel like you're going to be having conversations with something karmic from the past or talking about something karmic from the past and just clarifying it. Yeah, because it'll be up to you which path you choose. So there's definitely choices coming up. I can't tell you which to take because it looks like there's a lot of karmic lessons coming around. But I do keep wanting to go towards March in your reading because I feel like that's when the elements shift, when the seasons shift. So take it as you will and use this Aquarius energy and your own discernment as you go forward. So, Libra. Just seeing how many I've done. Libra, Aquarius, new moon, fertility, the Empress, you're manifesting as well. So sowing the seeds to your own future. Taurus energy there. Don't know why I didn't mention that in the other readings when this has come out. So it could be significant to yourself. Could have a Taurus around you or you could be going to Taurus season. April the 20th to May the 21st could be significant. But you could be trying for a child, you know, there is childlike energy with the Empress. She is pregnant, but it's about sowing the seeds and manifesting. She's the queen manifester. She's all the queens of the tarot. So she has all the powers. Creating your earth, like, what do you want your world to look like? What's challenging now is the Phoenix. So you could be going through an energy at the moment where you constantly keep feeling like you're burning out, and that's okay because you're coming back as the Phoenix. The Phoenix always rises back from the ashes. So tell yourself that when you're feeling down about yourself or you feel like you're on burnout, remember the Phoenix has got to burn out in order to rise. I feel like you want to manifest yourself like coming out of the flames, you know, I've been through that, I've done that. Why is it coming around now? divine protection. So it's the best time to do it. Be kind to yourself. And if you are feeling like you're on burnout, it's time for you to go through the glow up. I think like 2023, Libra, this is going to be your glow up year. So concentrating on health, concentrating on morals and how you portray yourself and how people see you, you know. To me, it doesn't matter how people see you, but I feel like you're getting rid of a lot of past challenges that you've been carrying, let's say. Yeah, because in the past we've got karma. So I feel like you've paid off like majority of your karmic debts. In the past, it looks like you've been in cycles where you were constantly going through the same cycle. So if you were meeting new people, it would be the same cycle going all over again. You're like, why does it always end up like this? So that makes you burn out. But this year is for you, using this like kind of rebellious energy that comes with the Aquarius. It's for you to put yourself first. You know, it is air energy. We are in an air sign. You're an air sign. And it's put your energy first. What do you want out of life? You're being protected at the moment. Yeah, because at present, you've got congratulations. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings provide that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others, your experiences or your qualifications. So some of my Libras could even be using past experiences to build foundations for a future, you know. So to take what you've learned from mistakes and things like that and to go out there, and maybe that's why I was saying about how people see you and things like that, so people can see how much you've healed, and that creates a ripple effect. You know, people grow when they see other people grow. So I do feel like 2023 Libra is your glow up. It's your glow up year. Going forward, we've got that moon energy. So Pisces, Cancer energy there with the moon, but we're under that new moon energy, and it's about manifestation. But going forward, the full moon, it's about releasing things that no longer serve you, releasing the past. You can take the power from the past, but the bad things that have happened in the past, it's time to release. Your power in this situation, conflict, is to stand your ground and not get into that conflict with yourself. So if someone's trying to trigger you or anything like that, your power is to win. Basically, it's to win. So maybe you've been a bit of a people pleaser in the past, and that's why you were going around in these cycles. You've not to be scared of conflict. I'm not saying go out there and fight and start arguments with everybody, but stand your ground. Your power is to win, and it's to win your own battles as well, because the battles seem to me that they're within you, because we've got this burnout comeback. So I feel like your power is to take on that conflict within yourself. Outside influence. Drained. So the outside influence, I feel like you've got people, or I do feel like a people pleasing energy, Libra, and I feel like you need to step back from certain people or situations. So this could be at work, this could be at home. Take it as it resonates. These are tired energy, but it's not coming from yourself. It's because your energy is being drawn away from you to other people. Your power is to kind of get out of that conflict. So it might not even be a physical conflict. It's more of an energetic conflict. You know, like when you walk into a room and someone's energy just kind of triggers you. That's the type of energy I'm getting. In your hopes and fears, lots of hope, desires. You know, the hand of the divine is saying, what do you want so I can help you achieve it? Like, so you are in the driver's seat. What do you envisage your life? I don't even know why I drew that. I think I was moving at time or something. But the hand of the divine is helping you manifest it. And I took a picture of the house I wanted, and I wouldn't even look at another house. And I got chosen for the house that I wanted. I took a picture and put it as my screensaver on my phone. And your outcome is Mother Nature. There's a scene going through all these readings, and I keep wanting to go to March. And I feel like Libra, I feel like in March, you're more grounded. You know, when the soil is softer and the sky is bluer, there's greenery coming back. I feel like March is your time. But also, it's that glow up energy, treating yourself like the goddess that you truly are. Being stood. So some of my Libras are going to be like publicly speaking, or how you're seen by the public. I feel like you're being seen for how many times you've burnt out, but you've made that glow up, you've made that comeback. So there's a big change coming through for Libras. I can feel it really strongly. It's from past experiences. So I'm just going to pause and have a 2-minute break. And then I'll come back and do Virgo. Hey Virgo, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put these 2 videos together or if I'm going to have to upload them separately now because I've just took a break. But we're on with Virgo now. So last time I tried to put the 2 videos together, it said it was too long to do. So we'll just have to see. Right, so Virgo for the Aquarius new moon. Temptation. Capricorn energy there as well. We've just come out of Capricorn season, so you could be going back to around that energy whilst we were in Capricorn season. Temptations, so you could be beating your own temptations, going up against your own demons. Let's have a look what's challenging with this. Oh, that were a flipper. The Phoenix. So I feel like you're coming out of the challenges that, or where you need to go is to come out of negativity. So if you're around people who are negative, if you've been in negative situations, if you've been feeling negative about yourself, I feel like it's like making a comeback from something that wasn't a nice experience, you know. It's time to kind of cut those out. Sorry, we've got a stalker. Cat will be on it in a minute. No, wait a minute, baby. No. Because she knows the sister's a Virgo, so she'll be watching this. So I feel like your challenge is to like kind of rise back from the ashes. It feels like you've been through burnouts. Your challenge is to come back, but it's from a negative situation, something negative that's happened. Sorry, she really stalks me. She has to look at it in my eyes all the time. Why is it coming around now? The secret keeper. There's certain things that you've kind of kept to yourself. Maybe you've had to keep it on a down low. Maybe you have been going up against a negative energy. And you've kind of kept it on a down low. That sneaky behaviour, you've had to kind of watch your back or watch what you're saying. And I feel like the truth is coming out. There's a strong energy of like the truth is coming out. You're going to find out that information, whether it be internal or whether it be an external situation. Be careful, Bear. So, I feel like you've been cloaking yourself. So you've been wearing like this cloak of illusion, kind of keeping yourself low and just thinking, right, I'm going to bide my time because my time is coming. So it's a strong energy. We're only 3 cards in Virgo and it's a strong energy. In the recent past, we've got Lilith. So again, Lilith is my queen. I love Lilith to pieces. She gives you that power to go up against those people who have abused, use their power wrongly, you know, that type of thing. It's that fast divine feminine energy that we're carrying. So I feel like you've started carrying that, like, I'm not putting up with this no more. You know, I'm going to transform with the serpent. I'm going to allow that skin to shed and I'm going to free myself. But I feel like you're waiting on something to free yourself. There's a protective energy in this. So you could be feeling very protective of yourself or another person, or of a situation. It could even be like a business, you know. So let's have a look at present for Virgo. Letting go. So you're kind of like verging on that point of being able to let go of this, like, kind of, I want to say demonic then, negative vibes. You know, some of my Virgos could be dealing with certain addictions, you know, that type of thing. Addictions can be coming anywhere. You know, shopping too much. It doesn't just have to be drugs and drink. Shopping too much, eating too much, you know, that type of thing. But I feel like you're getting to that point where you're going to be able to let go of something that's kind of been haunting you. You know, looking back over the past, and you can, I kind of want to say, just sit down on your swing and just, you know, kind of go with the flow, because that fire is not reaching you. There's a karmic situation that's kind of combusting and sorting itself out, and it's not reaching you. You're protected. So if there's sneaky behaviour, I feel like it's going to be seen. Because going forward, you've got Mother Nature, and everyone keeps getting this card, and I keep wanting to go to March. So March could be really significant. But I feel like this is your comeback. I can shout it from rooftops now. I can be me. I am standing my ground. I'm rooted. I'm safe. I'm secure. I've done the work. Something's happened, and it's freed yourself from that negative energy. because your power is freedom. You're freeing yourself from whatever that negative energy is, whether it be a person, a situation. Your power is to free yourself, no longer be chained to something from the past or a certain thought process, or, you know, there could even be an element of employment. The outside influence is the throat chakra. You're waiting for something to be said, or you're waiting on some kind of communication from somebody because it's an outside influence, or you're waiting to be heard, you know, because the throat chakra deals with the voice and the ears, you know, listening and speaking. So there's definitely a freedom energy in this. In your hopes and fears, divine protected. You are protected, because I got that straight away. So you don't have to worry. But I do feel like you sometimes fear the fact that, am I protected? You know, why is everything going wrong for me? And, you know, things like that. You are being divinely protected. I feel like you just doubt yourself quite a lot, especially in this situation, whatever it is. Because your outcome is the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is the bigger picture, seeing the bigger picture of things. So it could be more information coming out, or seeing the bigger picture of what's happened, or being able to allow other people to, like, I'm almost getting like a projector. Like, you can project it and show people what you went through or what happened. You know, you're putting it out there. But at the moment, it's like you're keeping it quiet, but it's struggling. You're struggling with it. But then it's boom. I just want to get one more on that third eye chakra. Yeah, we've got the abandoned and lonely card. That's what you're letting go of. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of people or situations or karmic cycles that have made you feel like that. Negative energies that have pulled you down to your knees. You know, the hand of the divine is saying, right, it's over. Come on, I'm going to take you towards people and places now that are going to bring light into your life. You've beaten the dark. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, Leo. Empowerment for Leo with the Aquarius new moon. Leo. My sister's a Leo. Cutting cords. So cutting cords is about cutting cords to anything that keeps you down. So it's about ascension. It's about rising. Again, it's like a freedom energy. So you're cutting the cords to things that you've kind of felt tied to in the past. It could be relationships. It could be property, people, whatever you felt like has been a bungee cord to the past. It's like freedom, freedom. I'm ascending. So the challenge for Leos in this time is manifesting. It's like, what do you want now? Your challenge is to kind of think about what you want to manifest, not how you're going to get it. It's about believing in the magic. It's about ascension. It's all that. So you're manifesting. Believing in the power of manifestation, the laws of attraction. Definitely spiritual, Leo, because we've got the crown chakra. So how are you going to cut the cords and manifest? Because cutting the cords to thing, you've got to cut the cords to your manifestations. That's the art of manifestation. We think about what we want, but we don't think about how we're going to get it. So you kind of cut the cord to it, you release it. Think of a balloon, and when you're like inflating this balloon with your breath, all your wishes are going to go into this balloon. Don't know why, I've just got this scenario in my head. You tie the balloon up, it's on a string. All your wishes are in that balloon. You let go of the string and it just flies away. You're not going to keep hold of that balloon and wait and wait and wait for them to come in. You're going to free it and see what comes back. You know, it's like when you write a number or a message on a balloon and you get a message, we found your balloon. You know, it's that type of thing. You release it. You don't know where it's going to end up, but something comes back. And the crown chakra is opening. It's about there may be vivid dreams. You know, seeing what you want in life. The crown chakra gives you ideas, creativity. It's like the brain is on fire in a sense of what you want and what you want to achieve. So I feel like, Leos, you're on this like kind of brand new adventure. But there's certain things that you want to cut the cords to, or you need to cut the cords to in order to manifest. So in the recent past, we've got soul sisters. And I do feel like now you know who your soul sisters, your soul family, your soul brothers. I feel like you know who they are. And I feel like you're spending more time with those types of people, which is nice. That's probably why you're feeling so free. And at present, you've got the congratulations card as well. Leo, I love it. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others. Your experiences are your qualifications. So Leos, it's like people are seeing your growth, and I feel like you're helping people without even realizing that you're helping people. It's almost like you're giving them like a boost of confidence to take a leap of faith in themselves because they're watching you grow. It's a lovely reading, Leo. Going forward, a leap of faith and recognition. And that's what I was saying about, I feel like people are sitting back and saying like, wow, have you heard so-and-so? Look what she's achieved. Look what he's achieved. Or they're sitting back and they're watching you thinking, wow, maybe I could do that. You know, so I feel like your experiences are your qualifications, but you're also helping other people via your experiences, which is then going to open some kind of new door. You know, there's a new opportunity, but you've got to have that leap of faith within yourself to open them doors. Bang, universe is there to offer you something. It's to offer you some kind of recognition for how far you've come and what you've done. And, you know, it's a beautiful reading. Your power is conflict. And I feel like your conflict I feel like it's in a different way. I feel like it's how you fought and how you fight for what you want. And it's that Leo energy, you know, that lion, that, you know, I feel like it's to carry on fighting for what you want. You know that what you deserve, and you carry on fighting. And your power is that you've beaten past conflicts, you know, and you're still here standing. And that's what people are seeing. You're still here standing. The outside influence is healing hands. There's a lot of healing around, and I feel like you're going through a healing. So you could be concentrating on healing, doing things that are healing, looking, you know, we are in the new year, and a lot of people say, right, I'm going to diet now, but I feel like you're more invested in that, in healing certain situations around yourself, and especially around with other people. You know, you've got people around you that can help you heal certain situations. I feel like some of my Leos, there's situations in the past that you, like an opportunity you didn't take because you didn't feel good enough for it in the past. And I do feel like it's coming back around, or there's a similar opportunity coming back around. And this time it's like, grab it. Yeah, because in your hopes and fears, you've got choices in direction. So there's a fear, but there's also a hope about new directions and which way you go. I feel like there's a new opportunity coming around, and it's taking you back to, it may not be the exact same opportunity, but it feels like it. And your outcome is love. So it could be going towards love, but then again, it could be going towards what you love, not just who you love. And it's about loving yourself. Maybe that's the message that you're putting out there. But I feel like it could definitely, some of my Leos could be being drawn towards love. Maybe there is a fear as well as a hope in that. So I'll leave you with that, Leo, to think about. So Cancer. Cancer for the Aquarius new moon, please. Empowerment. Fertility. Everyone keeps getting this. Fertility, sorry, I'm being strangled by my own top. So, Cancer, we've got the fertility card, which is the Empress. All the queens of the tarot, she carries all that energy. The Queen of Wands, magic. The Queen of Swords, that energy to cut things off and sort things out. And, you know, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing yourself and your finances. And the Queen of Cups, which is your energy, which is about intuition and psychic abilities and emotions. You know, so it's about putting all that in together and creating what you want in life. You know, you're at a point now where you're looking at your life like it's like a plain playing field. What do I want to build on that? Could be fertility coming in around some of my Cancers as well. I feel like life is fertile. The challenge is to accept the congratulations. I feel like you're winding up a certain situation. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others. Your experiences are your qualifications. So I feel like the challenge is to wind up the last scenario, the last situation, whatever it is, You've definitely got a lot of life experience, and you know, you've learned from that, and that's what you're doing. It's to use them life experiences, those qualifications that you've earned in life, in living, to go out there and decide now what you want to manifest. Because 10 years ago, think about what you saw as your perfect life, and now look at what you see as your perfect life, and I bet you it's completely opposite. You know, I feel like Cancer, I feel like that's what you've kind of, that's how much you've changed as a person. We grow and change every single day. Yeah, because why is it coming round? You're manifesting. You're manifesting. So take a look. I do want to take back. I don't know why I wanted to say 10 years either. So maybe do look back at 10 years ago, how you thought your life were going to be now. Check out how it is. Do you know what I mean? What do you want to manifest for your future? In that 10 years, did you go wrong in any way? You know, because now we've got haunted. Don't allow your past to be haunted by people, situations. There's no point in holding on to regrets or anything like that, because it just lowers your vibe and it lowers your manifestational energies. So in the past, you were haunted. You know, you could have even felt stalked. Could have been by a person or a situation, energy-wise. Dark, dreary. How am I going to get out of this forest? You know, I can't see where I'm going. So at present, we've got the secret keeper. So I do feel like you're on guard. It could definitely be in regards to other people. You're being more secretive, more like, I'm going to, you know, have that cloak of protection over me, because I need to be careful now who I can trust and who I can't trust. There's that type of energy. So there may have been like trust issues in the past as well. But it's like you're keeping your achievements on the down low at the moment. Because going forward, we've got the solar plexus. So you're totally trusting in your solar plexus, which is your gut instinct. And that's what I always say. We've got to get out of this. We've got to stop trying to make decisions with the brain. Because the central nervous system, is actually the brain of the body. This tells us when we're in danger. It tells us when we're happy. It tells us when we're anxious. You know, we've got to trust that. And I feel like you're going to be trusting that. It's almost like you're waiting on the perfect time to do something, or to go out there and say something. It's about timing. And I feel like that's where your experiences or your qualifications, I feel like you've experienced something and you're waiting on that perfect timing. Because your power is your desires. Your power is to manifest exactly what you want. There's a lot of manifestational energies here, Cancer. I feel travel, even though there's no cards for travel, but I feel like some kind of travel involved, or distance. Actually, it could be distancing yourself from an outside influence. So maybe that's why you're trying to keep on a down low at the moment. I can't deal with their energy at the moment, or that situation. I just need to isolate a little bit while I sort this out, and then bang, I'll go back at it. So it's about the outside influence. I feel like you could be dealing with people who've got abandonment issues, or, you know, that type of thing. They've got to be guarded themselves. You can't fix everybody. You've got to kind of focus on your own path. So maybe you've been attracting people who are kind of broken. We're all broken in some way, but when we give off that light, sometimes we do attract, I know I do, I attract people who are broken, you know. In your hopes and fears, we've got Elijah. That's the divine masculine, my divine masculine in spirit. He guards my words. So I feel like you're hoping that when the time comes, your words will be guarded. And especially words from other people. So you can, like, use your own discernment with messages and things like that. Because we've got the third eye chakra. Seeing the bigger picture of things. I feel like you're going to get some information on something. We've got trapped in the mind. I feel like you're getting information on something that has had you trapped in the mind in the past. So it could be information about other people or yourself. Maybe there's some kind of epiphany moment coming to yourself. Questions, unanswered questions, you know, that type of thing. I feel like you're going to get there's like a major freedom of the mind with this reading. And you see the bigger picture of why it all happened. There's no more haunting anymore. You know, it's like I'm not allowing it to haunt me. It's out there now. It's done. It's dusted. Done. So you can manifest your future. You're not being held back by the past. So, Cancer, I love that reading. Oh, I'm on Gemini now. My fellow gems. Let's see what has in store for us. First card will be about sleeping like in a coma, because that's all I've done. Actually, I feel quite awake today. So, Mother Nature. I've been saying to everyone I'm hibernating. There's something going on with me at the minute, and I'll come back out in March. Mother Nature. So maybe there's a need for me to get out of the house. The main situation, I do feel like the seasons are affecting a lot of us Geminis. But I do feel like there's an energy around Gemini at the moment as well, where you're feeling grounded, you're feeling more safer, you're ready to flourish, you know, ready to take on this new year with an abundance, you know, and standing new ground. So I like that. Anything challenging, my Geminis? Guidance. So don't cut off any guidance in going forward. But sometimes when we feel safe and secure in ourselves, it's scary taking that step forward towards something or towards someone else. You've got the spiritual lantern, you know, even though it's quite dark, it's going to be illuminated every step she takes forward. So some of my Geminis could be single like myself. That would scare me to death, the thought of being led to somebody at the moment. So that could be a challenge. But there's the challenge, being led to new destinations. The challenge is to accept the guidance. Why is it coming around now for my Geminis? Soul sisters. So Geminis, you've got good people around you at the moment. There could be introductions to new people via people that you trust. Because I feel like there's definitely like trust issue type energy. And I kind of got that with the Cancer as well. So you maybe have a Cancer friend. But I got it with someone else as well, and I can't remember which one it were now. But when you get the soul sisters, it's like you can trust those people. So you're being guided towards people and places and things that you can trust, situations. So don't get too comfortable in that energy on your own and flourishing on your own, because we all have to experience new people and new things. So Geminis, it's like you're on the ball at the minute, but then they come in to shake it up again. Yeah, because in the recent past, we've got karma. So you've kind of paid off a lot of karmic debts and cut off a lot of karmic contracts, dealt with a lot of karmic situations. It's like I'm free of that now. It's almost like you've dropped it like baggage. 4 elements. See, I'm telling you, we just need to wait till we get to like March. We're not made for rain, us Geminis. Bang, straight out there. But it's about recognising yourself as well. Vitamin D. I've been going on sunbeds this week actually as well. I don't push it out there. I'm going on for my psoriasis, but it's like you're going to glow, and people are going to see you glow, but you're going to feel the glow as well. I also feel like there's a need to use, when I said vitamin D, and I was looking at the water, so there could be like self-love practices. I've promised myself every single day that I'm going to moisturize my full body every single night. I always say that, but this is the first week that I've actually done it, and I'm on like day 6 of doing it. So it's like kind of giving yourself those little small self-love goals in going forward and sticking to them, because then, boom, Phoenix, the glow up. So my Geminis, you've kind of fell into that heap of ash, but you've got yourself up and you're on that kind of journey to the Phoenix now. It's like, bang, look at me. But you're on that kind of self-love energy at the moment as well, and balancing those elements and self-love routines and rituals, you know, that type of thing. It's all about you at the moment, especially with the Mother Nature there, because I feel like the challenge is, not the challenge, but at the moment I feel like you're quite happy about looking after yourself. That could feel like a challenge. Like, I've still got to go forward. I can't stay where I feel safe just because it's safe. Just because I'm on my own and I feel safe, or, you know, that type of energy. It's about, you're the Phoenix. You deserve good things. Your power is peace and contentment. You just want a peaceful life now, Gemini. You just want a peaceful life. Your power is to create that now. You don't need to burn out anymore. The outside influence is the congratulations card. So to me, this is spirit congratulating the fact that you've cut the karmic cycles. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others, your experiences or your qualifications. So you've learned a lot. It's all about you, Gemini. I feel like March is significant. See? In your hopes and fears, we've got divine protection. There's been periods in your life where you felt abandoned by spirit. 100%. And I feel like that's what you need to look at, because in your fears you got the devil card, temptation, and I feel like you're scared of karmic soul contracts again. You're scared of being guided towards the wrong people. You're scared of going towards like toxic energies. You're being divinely protected against that. You're not going to be redoing that cycle. Because your outcome, I don't like saying the twin flames, but I'll say it. Soulmate, relationship. This is definitely something about working your way up to a relationship. You know, a manifestational relationship. Something that manifests on its own, like synchronicity, that type of thing. I don't use twin flames anymore because I feel like the label of twin flames can be misconstrued, and it can make people stay in toxic situations longer than they should, because the twin flame energy of it gives it an excuse to stay toxic. You know, so you've been through all this drama with these karmic relationships. You've learned what you need to learn. You're on that journey now. You're probably just wavering here on self-love. And once you reach this element, it's that blend of the masculine and the feminine coming together. So Gemini, you are on the journey of love, but at the moment you're focusing on you and you only. So I like that reading. I like it for myself as well, because it means I can stay on my own for a bit longer. Right. Taurus. Taurus for the Aquarius new moon. The secret keeper. So you may have had some sneaky energies or snaky energies around you at the moment. I feel like you already know it. So you're being very careful who you speak to, who you trust. It's like, I'll just, you know, stay here with, the secret keeper is your bullshit radars on, basically. So you can read the energy. You know when you're being bullshitted. So what's crossing that energy for my Tauruses? Heartbreak. Your bullshit radar's on because you've been through heartbreak. And it's almost like you're going through this energy of, I'm not being hurt again, whether it be by a person or a situation, a fallout in family, whatever it is. My bullshit radar's on now and I won't be caught out like that again. So it's very firm, which is good for the Aquarius new moon because it gives us that rebellious energy. Why is this coming around now for my Tauruses? Because you're recognising your own worth and you're recognising the cycle that you've been going round in. So it's time for you to be recognised now for the light that you're putting out there. I wanted to say, don't go for revenge. So some of my Tauruses could be quite angry at the past, but I want to say that you're going to get what you deserve anyway. You know, I feel like you've already gone through that. We've got the Phoenix. So you've kind of hit the ash, but you've made the comeback. You've started the glow up. You are a Phoenix in your own right, and it's from some kind of heartbreak. So at present, you're focusing on self, focusing on learning new things. Could be starting studying, a new job, journaling, taking up new hobbies, reading, you know, that type of thing. So it's like, I'm just going to step back and I'm going to step into myself and just concentrate on me. And because my energy is so much on myself at the moment, I can feel that energy field when someone comes in, and I can feel if I can trust it or not. So you're in a good place to kind of read energy. Going forward, you've got soul sisters. So soul sisters is that vibration of that's been on the same frequency with people. So attracting soul family doesn't have to, I drew girls, but you know, it could be soul brothers, soul family, you know, spending more time with the people who you flourish around. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more like socializing or doing things with friends that you don't usually do. Kind of all of you doing it together. Because your power is the congratulations card. It's the trump card. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others, your experiences or your qualifications. So I feel like you want to experience more in 2023. Things that you've never done before. Yeah, because the outside influence is connection. And it's connecting to yourself and other people. You want new connections, but you also want to connect with yourself. You know, like in the areas where you've kind of lost sight of yourself or where you've not given enough love or energy or time towards yourself. It's about getting that connection back. And I feel like that's what this year's about. Because in your hopes, you know what you want to manifest, and your hope is that you can manifest that. I like it. Give me the outcome for my Tauruses. regarding the Aquarius moon, please. Lilith. Well, we all know my thoughts on Lilith. Lilith, the protector. The divine feminine, the protector of women and children. She protects everybody though. Even masculines have feminine energy. She allows us to go up against people who have hurt us. She allows us to go up against abusers. She gives us that power to walk away and say no. But she also carries that serpent. She's the divine feminine of transformation, you know, of death and transformation. She carries the serpent as a symbol of when the serpent grows, the skin gets too tight. So it's about shedding that skin and coming out as bigger and stronger and, you know, more vibrant, because I'm a snake owner. When snakes do shed the skin, they come out, the colours are absolutely beautiful. You know, they're so much more vibrant and they look more healthier. So I do feel like there's a massive glow up energy in this. And I feel like Lilith is coming in because it's about standing your ground now with yourself and being protected, because there's definitely toxicity in the past around sneakiness, sneaky behaviour, you know, feelings of betrayal and deceit. And you're not putting up with that anymore. I like it. I like it a lot. Aries. Aries. What's in store for my Aries? What's going on? Karma. So I feel like you're kind of cutting off karmic situations now. You know, and kind of mirroring things back. It's like maybe you've apologized to someone, or they've apologized to you, or you know, you're on a better footing with a certain situation, employment, a lover, a friend, that type of thing. You've kind of cleared something, and the challenge is the healing hands. So it's to heal as well. So body-wise as well, you could be feeling like you're going through the ringer a little bit, Aries, at the moment. But the more karmic codes you clear, the more your body is going to feel that weight being lifted. So the more healing your body is going to, you know, kind of accept and receive. It's like universal. So if you're suffering from a body ailment at the moment, have a look at what that area of the body stands for. I think like the liver, I think that's anger. Kidneys, I think, is fear and anxiety. You know, so if there's a certain area on your body that you're suffering with at the moment, research, see what that body area that, you know, it carries, what energy it carries. Why is it coming around now? We've got Call of the Wild. So working with your dreams, dream catchers, protection, working with animals, you know, being around animals, but freeing yourself as well. And I feel like you are being protected while you free yourself from karmic situations. I feel like I want to do like a body cleanse, Aries. I feel like it's about cleansing the body. Yeah, because in the past, we've got heartbreak. You know, we've got bad times. We've got fallouts. We've got, you know, breakups, past breakups, people who've hurt your feelings, dealing with that type of thing. It's all there, and it felt like at that time that it was too much. Now it's like you're ready to heal from it all. And again, this is probably why I'm wanting to like put you through a cleanse, or for you to do the research on where it is in your body you're feeling it the most. Because at present we've got Mother Nature. I keep getting health, and I feel like it can be cleared by finding the reason, the trigger, and again, energetically, what that part of the body stands for. So it's about getting back on your feet and flourishing, you know, feeling more to yourself. Yeah, the Queen. You know, the Queen's got everything that she needs. She's got her animal guards. She doesn't have to fight past arguments or past challenges, heartbreaks and stuff. Her sword's hung up now. The books, they're shut. She's learnt the lessons. The scales are balanced. So now it's about taking that time out to heal. But I keep getting physical. Going forward, we've got the moon, releasing the things that no longer serve us. I feel, Aries, I feel like your actual 3D bodies are carrying things, carrying emotions that no longer serve you, carrying memories that no longer serve you. I feel like that's where the focus has got to go, on releasing from each organ, from each limb. You know, I feel like you really need to do some research, because your power is you're protected. Divinely protected. So you're protected whilst you go through this healing and whilst you deal with one thing at a time. What's the outside influence? letting go. Letting go. They can't hurt you anymore, but there's certain things that you're keeping hold of. So the outside influence is trying to help you let go of that. She can sit on the swing and she can reminisce on it, but it doesn't hurt her anymore. She's not carrying it anymore. And I keep getting that energy of like kind of carrying it. In your hopes and your fears, letting go again, the need for balance. So it could be letting go certain things. Letting go of certain things is kind of scary. So maybe you've been holding on to it for too long. But again, it's that hope of let me let go of it and then I can rest. So there's a need for balance, especially physically. But I feel like, again, it's manifested physically. And your outcome is manifest. We want to clear your body of the negative manifestations so that we can bring in better manifestations. And that is what you're manifesting. Health. Yeah, fertility. A brand new playing field. The Empress. Sowing the seeds for what you deserve and what you want to reap. You know, I love it. But I keep getting this like physical energy, Aries. So again, take note of the areas of the body and do some research on what energy spiritually that body carries. That part of the body carries. What it signifies. So, Pisces. Heart. A lot of heart chakra energy, a lot of self-love, a lot of, you know, your heart's feeling warm and radiating. That's what you want, that's what you need. The heart, you need to focus on the heart. So what's challenging or what's crossing the throat chakra? And I feel like, Pisces, your challenge is to speak from the heart. So I feel like you're keeping certain words unsaid at the moment. You could be waiting on perfect timing, or you could be a bit scared of saying something. But I feel like, you know, the truth will set you free type thing. It's out there, it's done, it's said. Whatever happens after that is whatever. But it's like speaking from your heart in whatever situation this is about. You've got the same. Why is it coming round as Aries? So you could be dealing with an Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart. Call of the wild. Untaming yourself from something. I feel like I'm getting a spider's web in my head. And it's almost like I'm caught in this spider's web and I don't want to say anything because it could ruin a situation or that type of thing. And I kind of want to say, if it did, it weren't meant to be anyway. If it did ruin it, it weren't meant to be. You've got to be able to speak truth. But we've also got the dream catcher. So you could be dreaming about these scenarios as well. Call of the wild. It's like shamanic practices. You could be using herbal remedies rather than pharma type remedies, you know, going for a more natural thing. But I also feel like it's natural, as in like, I wanted to say reciprocating there. Natural within connections. Because in the past, we've got knowledge. So you've learned a lot, you know, and it's about going back over that knowledge that you've learned and putting it into practice now. But I feel like you're fearing that a little bit. A fear of what you've learned. Am I not good enough? Because at the moment, we've got choices in direction. So you've learned a lot, but it's like, where is that knowledge taking me? Which path shall I go down? Where am I supposed to go with this? You've got to speak from the heart. I feel like you're scared of rocking the boat. Going forward, you're going to have to let go of whatever it is. Because it's almost like I get this sigh of relief. As soon as it's said, you can let go of it. Because I'm getting words. And then you can just chill out, and whatever will be, will be. Hey, Sarah, Sarah. Your power in this situation, Pisces, you're scared of being heartbroken, or you're scared of being rejected. You've been through it. You're powerful enough to get through that. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but your power is you've learnt them life lessons. I'm feeling like a fear of rejection. It could be from a person, it could be from a job, you know, that type of thing. But there's definitely like a fear there. But the outside influence is your crown chakra. So your crown chakra, we download information from the crown chakra. And I feel like you're learning while you sleep as well. So you're like a sponge to information at the moment. Maybe you're feeling like you're going through a bit of information overload and you need to let go of some of that. Because in the whole, we've got letting go. So these things can't hurt anymore. I feel like you've got to let go of a past hurt because you fear it happening again with someone else or a similar situation. You know, so it's about letting go of that. And your outcome is the phoenix. Rising back from the ashes. No more burnouts. speaking from your heart. You know, your reading is the most simplest reading that I've seen. You know, it's coming back with a fire and not doubting yourself anymore, not watering yourself down for other people or being scared of what to say or scared of saying what you want to say. You've got to speak from your heart. That is the main message on this reading. So I'm going to leave you there, and I'll be back to do all the monthlies for each sign. Okay, bye.